The ground under you doesn't shake, it convulses. It throws itself sideways and then drags back the other way, like something huge is turning over beneath the soil. Everyone give me an agility reaction roll. Agility reaction, please.
18.
18 as well. 5?
11.
I got wobbly knees.
As the ground bucks beneath your boots, your attention is torn. You're staring up at the robed cultist on the ridge, listening to him preach, listening to him promise what was coming. The creature, the misery, the demon he believed would answer. Then the earth betrays you. It snaps sideways and mud and stones and blood-slick soil shift all at once. Phaedra and Bjorn, you lose your footing. You hit the ground hard, prone, and breath's like knocked out of you. And I'll get each of you to mark a stress. And it is in this exact moment the ground tears open beside the largest heap of dwarven dead directly in front of you. The field of bodies splits and the sound of earth giving way drowns out the chanting on both ridges. Something forces itself up from below. At first your minds refuse the shape. A vast worm-like column surges out of the grave soil, dragging half of the battlefield with it. Dust sheets off its body, stones caught in it, roots and mud and clotted earth. Then the rest becomes clear. It's packed with corpses of dwarven dead and other humanoids pressed into its mass. Its pallid faces stretched sideways and arms jutting out at broken angles, hands opening and closing where no hands should move, grasping at nothingness. There's limbs, bodies and tendrils all fused into one rising, twisting thing. It doesn't climb out, it erupts, and it's wearing the dead as flesh. And
Wait, so it's made of what? It's made of bodies? They're not just jammed in like scales? Fuck, man.
No, not bodies alone. It's like earth and mud and crushed stone and grave soil. Like the dead aren't lying in it. They're built into it.
That's awful. Oh, gosh.
And the worst part is you can't find its head. There's no clear face. There's no eyes to meet. There's no jaws to watch or no maw opening at you. It's just this mass of this weight. The dead given motion, like a body golem of corpses and earth risen from beneath your feet. I'll get everyone to please take a number of stress that you think is appropriate for your characters.
All of them. All the stress.
And we're going to go around and describe each of your reactions as this thing erupts.
I need to go last.
You need to go last. Okay. Who would like to go first? Kai. How do you react?
I have never seen anything like this before. I think the closest to something like this would be the hooded figure that attacked our caravan before all of this went down. So I don't really have any frame of reference for what this is, how to react to it. So I think I would take 3 stress from it and clutch towards Phaedra because she's fallen over on the ground from the shock of this, and reach out for Kremleb, who's on my other side. Just all the colour immediately drains from my face and my hair stands out even more, being white blonde. And I just clutch both of these guys. What the fuck?
Phaedra, you stumble backwards as this thing erupts from the earth. You crash to your knees as all the dust and rubble falls away from it. How many stress do you take? And what is your reaction?
In all my stories, in every legend and nightmare that I've spun, I don't think I've ever sort of come up or encountered or comprehended something like this. It takes a really sick mind to come up with something like this. So I fall to my knees, and as it's rearing up and I see limbs sort of like flailing around and dirt and probably other body parts falling off of it as it's rising up, I'll scramble back and end up pushing myself deeper into more dwarven bodies and just start breathing really heavily. And Kaya, we need to go now. And
See
sort of
Kaya's
reach out to
hand
Kaya.
reaching out towards you as you scramble backwards.
And I take 4 stress.
Kremlet, how do you react?
It's a jaw drop moment. It's like in that fight, flight, or freeze. I'm just so phased by it. It's like and then go around and I panic and I reach for my things and I try and find my bow, and it's all the surgical precision that I've shown my ability to achieve previously. It's just out the window. I'm stuttering. I'm feeling for things that aren't there. I'm kind of going to take a few steps back, and it's just a pure fear response. I'm going to reach for my bow and arrow while I'm at it, just because it's just instinct now. Look around and try and find somewhere that isn't here that I can just fuck off to.
You'd leave us behind?
Where can I not be here?
I'm going to call it 2 stress.
Okay, thank you. Bjorn.
I am going to mark down 1 stress.
Okay.
As I get to my feet from the disturbed earth and I look at this thing, the bodies don't bother me. I've seen worse. Mangled, whatever. All I'm seeing here is some sort of pretty powerful darkened magic that I'm going to have to deal with here. It's not weirding me out. It's like, I'm just going to hack this thing down.
Go into full management mode. Fear response equals management. And Tholandi.
I'm going to take D4 stress, which is 1. With my Minotaur ability to be unshakable, I actually don't suffer the stress. Standing in front of everyone as a Minotaur shield, I see the earth disturb. I see it rise from the ground. I remember. My flesh remembers. My scar that's tearing down the side of my body is just, it's alive, it's burning. It feels as though it's a fresh wound. I turn to face my friends and I say, "You need to run." I reach back with my hand, spin around, and I clap this thing on the side of the head, or it's whatever is in front of me. I just belt it as hard as I can.
You turn to your friends, see them in disarray, and then turn around and swing a mighty punch.
It's a crit, motherfucker! Okay, so with the critical hit, rolling all the dice, it's 55 damage.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What does that look like when you hit this thing?
So I think my wrist hurts. I think I hit this thing so hard. Like, I turn around and run, and you guys can see the fear in my eyes. And I twist, first from the ankles, then from the hips. Then my shoulders come around, and I turn around, and there's just rage on my face, because this beast cannot live in my presence. And I smash it with everything I've got. I can feel all of the spirits that live within me focused on my right hand. And I smash this thing with all of my might.
I'm already sweating.
Yeah, me too.
How do you want to do this?
Having spoken to your friends, use that momentum to turn around and just everything that you have, from the bits of your ancestors, you lay into the side of this creature. And your fist thumps into it and reverberates. You can see it like shockwave through. And as you slam into it, you see bits and chunks of earth and dust and, cadavers get smashed off to the side of it.
Given that Tholandi is in front of me and I still have a hold of Kremlev, I'm going to put my hand on his back and say a prayer to Norenamir, our god of death. And I'm going to use both of my tokens for shared vision and give both of them advantage on their next rolls. You feel this pressure and this heat transfer from me to you guys, wherever it is that I'm touching you. Energy come from me to you guys.
The cultists up on the ridges, they look like they're going to attack us? Or are they just standing
Not
there?
currently, they just seem to be observing, though they are wielding crossbows and bows, the like.
I'll charge forward, stepping on Tholandi's back, and I can leap up and do a massive overhand blow with my axe into this beast.
Like a shield hoist.
Yeah.
As he's like, boom, you run up his back.
18 with hope.
That strikes true.
29 points of damage.
Oh, fucking Jesus.
We're wailing this thing.
What the hell's going on?
I told you we were all going to live. I said it. I called it. We're good. And we're rolling with hope.
So I stepped up using Tholandi's back to boost me up into a leap that brought my axe down in 2 hands on top of this thing. land and roll into the side of it.
Your axe slices off a chunk of dead corpse that slaps into the earth next to it. I am going to spend a fear.
Here we go.
And in doing so, it retreats under the earth. And as it does so, it leaves behind like a collapse of dirt and earth. And I'll get everyone to do a reaction roll, please.
15.
I never actually stood out.
12.
9,
18.
18.
11.
You pulled me up,
So-
and then you fell down. Yeah.
So 12 is what you're after.
Oh, God.
So those that didn't make it,
Pulling me up, and as she
Sitting
pulled me
top.
up, I came up. She fell down.
So,
lose your footing and stumble backwards as the earth is loosened underneath you, and lose your footing and you fall down with you guys as this thing disappears into the earth. The rumble remains.
Watching it burrow back into the earth, I'm going to take a deep breath for half a sec. Not a deep breath, but, just collect myself. I'm going to take a few side steps and just dodge away, duck and weave, and I'm going to look around at all these cultists around me. I'm going to reach into my bag and pull out like a small little blue vial, pop the cork off, make sure no one's looking, just huck a loogie into this little vial,
Ew.
and then shake it up, and the blue juice is going to turn to this sickly black, and I'm going to use that to generate poison, generate 5 doses of
The
poison.
active ingredient is your saliva.
And then, once it's all shaken up and I look at it and I see it's all that black murky, I'm going to pop it back open and just dump the whole contents into my quiver
Okay.
and just pour it all over my arrows and just be like, yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay. Love it.
Dom.
Hey, we should go. We should run. It's gone. We should run.
I'm going to grab
Yes.
Bjorn,
Ease you up.
and I'm going to throw Bjorn to close range.
What?
I'm literally going to throw Bjorn at the cultist. I'm just going to...
special.
She's jumped off me and smashed this thing and landed in front of me. I'm just going to grab him by the back of his collar and his belt. I'm using my Juggernaut ability to throw a target, like in a full Ultimate Warrior suplex kind of lift, and I'm just going to throw him head first towards towards the cultist, and I'm going to shout out, "You need to run!"
Within to close range.
I'm going to tuck and roll.
Yes. If you
Forward
could
roll, somersault. Hopefully
please
come up
give
with
me
my
an
feet.
agility roll.
Yes.
Unceremoniously.
That is 15 with hope.
You land well as if it had been practiced.
Yes.
And roll completion of feet.
Yep.
And you are presented within about 10, 15 feet. You can see that as you roll to your feet, there's these 3 cultists standing on the ridgeline or spaced out about 10, 15 feet apart. And you roll to your feet.
For blood and glory. And charge in and swipe at one with my axe. Oh, nice. That would be 22 to attack. That was with hope.
So 22 hits, well and truly.
Yep. Rather than boosting my hope, I'm going to put that on my Call of the Slayer card for later use. 1 and 2, so I'm going to use my I'm not good enough to reroll both of those damage dice.
What is I'm not good enough?
I didn't hit him well enough, so I've redirected the blow to get a much better strike. 23 points of damage.
Fucking hell.
Let's kill them all.
They had to balance out Phaedra.
Well, so be it. Bjorn, you get hurtled through the air. You roll to your feet with one motion with the axe in hand and lodge it into the side of this cultist, and he screams. And you can see the horror and fear on his face. He's got antlers sticking out from underneath his black hood, and as you get closer, you can see that what he's wearing is all made from nature. Like there's bits of bark and trees and plants hanging off under this cloak. And your axe lodges into his side and he screams in agony. I'm going to use fear.
Oh, is the worm coming back? Oh, God.
Of course the worm's coming back. He's going to bring out a bigger worm. It's a baby worm. Now the mama worm.
But now we
Papa worm.
So I didn't have when he just said he didn't have a worm, I was like, oh, it's fine. It's a blind snake. It's all good. They're harmless.
Oh, fuck's sakes.
Is that a mama worm? That's next to us, isn't it? Yep. Yeah, I told you we should run. We didn't get a chance to run. I wanted to run.
The earth shakes again beneath your feet in the middle of this valley. Close to you, Tholandi, as I am spending a great deal of fear. Breaking from the earth in front of you, it cracks open, it smashes open in front of you, and dust and boulders and rocks fly everywhere. What you thought before was this creature. You realize that this is the core of the creature as it bursts out of the earth. It has assumed the use of some of the corpses' heads as its eyes, like stalks from a slug, and it has a huge maw that looks capable of chewing through rock and earth. This mash of bodies and corpses and pallid corpses. But there's one thing that strikes you in particular. You can see that the face of one of these corpses
Get in.
is your wife.
You bastard!
And as the shock washes over Tholandi, both Phaedra and Kaya, you step back in horror as you see another of these faces.
No.
No! 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 No!
Three-eyed giant.
Oh, we buried him! What?
You just said we buried him, by the way.
Oh, you fucker!
Can
Sick
everyone please make a
motherfucker.
reaction roll? It's within close range of this creature.
What the fuck? You stole. I knew you were going to steal his body. I knew it. As soon as he went missing, I was like, he's going to bring it back. He's going to bring it. Oh, he's been reanimated. Oh, look, here he is. Now you betrayed your friend.
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
I can tell. What did you roll? Reaction roll.
15.
15.
I didn't roll. 20.
With my agility, that's a 2.
Oh, shit. You go hurtling backwards as you lose your footing. You'll take a stress for falling backwards. And those that recognize any of the creatures within the beast take an extra 1 stress.
What happens when I max out the stress?
You
You
turn
take
HP.
a hit point.
Phaedra's going to have a heart attack.
Is it us now?
It is your turn.
It's just, I grabbed Kai's hand and I was like, it's okay. It's a dream. Like that last one. The creepy guy. We were in a dream. It's a dream.
not a dream.
It's a dream. It's a dream. It's a dream. And as I
not a
say
dream.
that, I inadvertently cast slumber on the creature. So that's 14. Fearless! When you roll with fear, you can mark 2 stress. Oh, I can't do that. My stress is maxed out. Never mind, I can't do a thing. 14 with fear.
Okay, what does that look like as this magic springs forth from your willing it into being?
Yeah, as I'm saying, it's a dream, it's a dream, it's a dream. You start to see mist sort of swirl around the creature, and you see almost hands sort of come out and start grasping at it. And through that grasping touch, it falls asleep, and we run away, and we're fine.
You see the creature momentarily sways in a sluggish kind of nature, droops sideways, and then sideways the other way a little bit as it starts to waver and looks as though this sleep has starting to
It worked?
grasp it.
Did it work?
But then I spend a fear.
Oh, it has to be on your turn, so you have to spend a fear to do your turn and then
You
spend a
just
fear.
rolled with fear, so it's my turn.
Oh, shit.
And then I will spend a fear for it to shake off the effects of this spell that we're washing over it. And then, because I use that as my action, I will also spend a fear.
Hey, at least I'm using up his fears.
Spend another fear as it shakes off the effects of this mist and these mystical hands that grow and swell around it. Tholandi, from your perspective, you have no idea where this has come from or if it's part of this creature. You haven't witnessed it before. But one of its appendages lashes out and thuds into you, collecting you. And you are prone.
You didn't even ask my invasion.
And you take 11 points of physical damage, slashes out at you as you stumble backwards and collapse into the ground.
I'm going to spend an armor.
Back over to you guys.
Seeing Phaedra to put it to sleep and recognizing Thimble, I am going to activate my class feature, my Fate deck, because I have drawn the Queen of Bounty. So the Queen of Bounty, it's upright. So it says once per session, you can grant your allies temporary hit points equal to your tier. Yeah, so everybody then gets 2 extra hit points.
Tholandi?
You can see that this thing stabbed me in the stomach, but my gaze hasn't shifted from my wife's face. I stand slowly and I stagger forward with my horrific limp, and I'm just reaching out my hands towards this one face inside the cluster of corpses. And I say, Arvia, no. I'm just frozen in place, reaching out, not quite touching, but reaching out for the face that resembles my wife. Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Is it my wife's face, or do I think it's my wife's face?
So as you get close, the tears welling in your eyes and the horror in the pit of your stomach, you get closer and closer to this creature's writhing in front of you. Its attention being distracted by everything that's going on around. This one face pauses looking at you with these dead eyes, and you can see it is very much your wife. And then it rides back. It's been to fear. And it strikes you again.
You forgot to ask my evasion again.
No, I didn't. I know. And you take 7 points of damage as another appendage slams into the side.
So what you guys see is, as I'm reaching forward, the horrific scar on my body, but there's also those arcane markings that I have. And you can see them writhing almost. And they writhe forward and almost collect the impact for me as it knocks me around, but still it doesn't knock me off my feet, and I'm still reaching out for my wife's face as the spirits within me try to protect me, and I mark an armor.
Just in the chaos and the carnage, just even if it's just a couple feet, broken myself away, I'm going to look around and draw one of these arrows from my freshly intoxicated quiver. The sound of the arrow coming from my quiver sounds like it's just this wet, squelching tear as I rip an arrow out. It's laden from head to toe in this Vanta black, just inky, horrible, sticky, almost like chewing gum. And I'm gonna arch it back and just let fly at this monster. I have advantage. Yes, that's true. I have advantage from earlier when Kaya cast it on me. Oh, so close to a crit. I got a 19 with hope.
Yes, that is a hit. It's quite a large target. You see Tholandi in this strange pose in front of this creature as your arrow, and you just pick anywhere within this thing and slug it with an arrow.
As it arcs through the air, I'd like to use my Gorgon Root poison to grant the target permanent -1 to all their difficulties and shoot the bastard for good solid 21 damage.
It's diabolical. Okay. Your arrow just buries right into the center of the thing. Well, it hasn't made any noise to speak of at this point. As your arrow buries within it, all the mouths open at once, and you can hear this come from this creature.
So I'm saying when the arrow actually strikes, this thick, viscous material, it doesn't follow the arrow through the target. It kind of instead sticks to the skin and then seeps its way in like an invasive creature.
Like a symbiote.
Yeah. Just like that. It works its way, and you can see the target area where the arrows landed turn like this inky darkness. After I fire that shot and I come to my senses like, holy fuck, it's time to do something, I'm going to make a conscious note and mark this thing for death using my ability to mark a stress.
I am going to feint right against this cultist and spin step around into the left and charge into
the cultist on the hill.
Yes. He seems to be leading this thing, right?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, so feint right, spin step left to get around the cultist and charge right at him and bury my axe right in his fucking head. Critical.
Bang.
Tables hot.
Let's kill him.
Fuck you guys.
Now, is he standing by himself or is he with...
No, he has a
25, plus I'm adding the slayer dice that I've got. 31 points of damage to the main cultist. I will then spend a hope to do a whirlwind attack to spin my axe around and get his mate next to him, so he takes 16 points of damage.
Jeez.
You have murderers for friends.
I'll just growl at him, take your filthy magic, as you bury my axe in
his shoulder. Yep, the blade cuts keenly through his shoulder and the blood spurts. He loses his voice as he's trying to maintain his chant. And then you spin round and, lodge your axe into the thigh of his apparent protector next to him.
Recognizing Thimble's face, a coldness just grabs me in my chest, and I can feel this anger and this hurt and this upset just building up inside of me. Start to see ice crystals forming in the air around me. This rage that even Phaedra has never seen before just come over me at the thought that my brother is stuck in this thing, fucking dead. Phaedra's been reassuring me that he's alive, and he's clearly fucking not.
She also did scream out, "We buried him."
And so you see these ice crystals just start to form. And so I take a deep breath and I take all this crystal that's formed around me and I push it towards the beast, and I'm going to cast Ice Spike. 14 with hope.
Ice crystals slam into this creature.
Fantastic.
Fly over your head, Tholandi.
8 points of damage.
As your crystals tear into the flesh of this thing, there's like bits of dead flesh like peel off. And then that horrific scream, there's like a harmony of screams. It immediately retreats into the earth, almost falling kind of fashion, where the earth collapses around behind it as it disappears into the ground.
Is it dead? Is it dead?
Can I, when I see this happen, I just lunge forward and try to grab my wife's corpse.
Give me an agility check.
12.
Okay, you lunge forward as this thing retreats back under the earth, just missing the chance to grasp hold of your wife's face or parts of her distended body that was sitting within that cluster of earth and corpses.
So in my frenzy to reach out for her, I miss her, and the form collapses around me, and I'm just digging at the earth with my bare hands, breaking my fingernails and just clawing at the earth. Huge handfuls of earth coming out, but I'm just digging as fast as I can and pulling what I can.
I go to grab Tholandi and just start trying to pull him away. We have to run. We have to run now.
You run over to Tholandi, tripping and falling over the earth that's loose and collapsing around you. As you do so, beyond the cultist that you just attacked reels backwards. His companion steps forward and tries to return the favour with a bone dagger.
Would you suggest he reels backwards out of melee range?
No, he's just reeling back from the attack. This other cultist lunges forward with a bone dagger. You spun around and your axe lodged into his thigh, and as you're about to retrieve it, he lunges forward with his bone dagger and screaming, and manages to land a hit. And he does 2 points of physical damage.
I don't like the looks of that bone dagger. It looks a bit fucking magic. So I'll actually, using my tomahawk, my offhand, I parry it aside so it doesn't strike me at all, which is spending an armor point.
Shing.
I'm going to spend another 2 fear as 2 of the other cultists on the hill, seeing you run past and attack their apparent leader on the hill. They turn around and pivot, taking their gaze away from what is happening in the centre with the disappearing of the creature, and they both fire crossbow bolts at you. What's your evasion?
11.
First one hit. The second one does not. For fuck's sake. You take 3 points of damage from crossbow bolt.
3 points. I didn't see that coming, so it just hits me in the back and just...
Back to you guys. Kremlin.
Watching the beast disappear under the ground as it retreats, I'm going to reach for Kaya and say, come on, we've got to go now, quickly, we've got to run, no, we've got to go. And then whether or not you follow me, I'm going to grab you, and then whether or not you resist is up to you.
Give me a choice, apparently.
Well, if you resist, it's up to you, but I'm just going to start fucking off, to be honest.
You start walking towards where you guys tied up. The horses are back at the beginning of the valley.
I'm just trying to. I'm trying to pull Tholandi to his feet. I'm like, somebody help me! He's really heavy.
I'm kind of getting a bit spread out now, and Kremlev, you are pulling on Kaya's arm to come away. Kaya, you are holding on to Phaedra's hand. Phaedra is pulling towards Tholandi, who is furiously trying to uncover the earth where his wife just disappeared.
I just shake him and go, we need you now, come on!
So I spin around. I can feel Revelstoke, the earth spirit, trying to connect me to the ground and trying to protect my hands as I'm smashing them against this earth and soil in front of me. And I can feel Osoyus, the rain spirit, washing over the back of my head, sort of the sweat that's sheening on my body. She's trying to remind me that everything's going to be okay. But mostly, I can feel the heat spirit, Ekshaw. His domain of wrath is just boiling through my veins. I turn around and you can see a face that you've never seen on Tholandi before. Normally so kind. It's just pure rage. And he claps his giant hand around your neck and picks you off your feet. And you can barely breathe as he's like, will this fucking monster not take everything from me?
Seeing Tholandi pick Phaedra up by her throat, I shove Kremlev away and cast Power Push at Tholandi.
Okay, away you go. You respond to this violent act, calling upon the fates. You feel this wave of energy blast around you, and when your hair, Phaedra, is like blown forward, this wave of force energy washes over you, but it doesn't have any impact.
As his hand starts to tighten around, and I panic, and I start to think what he was trying to reach towards, and I cast Adjust Appearance, and I become the face that he was trying to reach for. Towards.
What has got goosebumps? Holy shit!
You sort of see more sort of like mist come up and start to creep around me, and as Kaya has cast Power Push in that brush of air, I suddenly just sort of change into her.
You assume the pallid-looking corpse of this woman that he seemed to be obsessed with as a visage shifts.
There are other cultists nearby, right?
There's 3 on your side on the ridge, and there's 3 on the opposite side that you threw Bjorn towards, and there's some sort of melee that is happening in that space.
So I'm going to clasp my left hand around her throat, and I'm going to use the Deft Maneuvers ability to move up to far range, and I'm basically going to just to run towards one of the cultists with the corpse of my wife in front of me, and I'm going to run through that cultist, and I'm just going to barrel roll over him, and I'm going to go, "You're a mockery, and just run forward and smash into that cultist. And
I thought it would snap you out of it, not make me kill you.
So
They'd be
when
like,
I
oh
move,
my goodness,
when I move within range of the cultist, both Phaedra and he will take 6 points of damage from my Minotaur horns. Then with my action, I'm going to grab that cultist and attempt to hurt him.
And drop me?
Yes.
Oh, good.
And I'm going to roll another crit.
Oh my god.
That's another 32 damage plus 40, 55.
How would you like it to happen?
60 damage. So I'm going to grab him by the top of his head, and I'm just going to jam 2 of my fingers into his mouth and just claw my thumb under his chin. And I'm just going to rip his jaw and most of his chest away from his face. And then just pick up what's left of him, discard it to one side, and still holding the front half of his torso and like the meat that comes off of his chest. I'm going to look down at Phaedra, and hopefully she does not look like my wife anymore.
As soon as you dropped me, I would have gone back to Phaedra. As soon as I was dropped, I would be back
you're
to
lying discarded in the dirt next to this act of horrific violence, just in absolute shock and horror of what's happening
See his heart
all
still
together.
beating.
I'm going to look down at Phaedra and this semi-screaming corpse next to me. And I'm going to say, I told you to run. And you can see there's like a fire burning behind my eyes as I turn towards one of the other cultists on the hill.
I'll continue the attack. I'll step forward to make sure I'm within close range of this cultist leader. 12 with hope.
Changing your attention from this other one that tried to stab you by a knife.
Yes. Connected in my mind that this leader cultist, if I can take this fucker out, it might stop this beast. That is 31 points of damage. And I will spend a hope to whirlwind the other guy with the bone dagger, and he takes 16 points of damage.
Okay, how would you like his bodyguard to be disposed?
Having hit the cultist, I spin around and just offhandedly, almost not even looking, my Dane axe is buried right into his chest. I buried right up to the handle of the hilt, a foot into his chest.
You see his blood erupts from his mouth and just spews all over. It's still with you guys.
And then I put my foot on his chest and pull my axe out. I'm out of the chaos.
I turn to Kremlev.
When you look at me, you can see my skin is just pale with fear, and the look in my eyes is just, you've never seen me this afraid before. So I'm looking around, my eyes are darting around, and I'm absorbing every little bit of the scene, and you can see it, but like I'm trying my best to focus, but it is just a pure fear response.
I clap my hands on either side of your face, give you like a little shake. Kremlev, I need you. I need you to help me.
When you do that, I'm not going to respond, but I'll just nod.
And I am going to cast Power Push again on one of the cultists up on the ridgeline.
The Bjorn side?
On Bjorn's side, yeah.
So two of them have turned to face away from you as they're reloading crossbows.
Yeah.
And the one closest to you.
Do you have 3 hope?
That is 22 with hope.
Oh, hope again.
For 20 points of damage. As I've clasped Kremlev's face and said, help me, I whip around, palm a card from my deck, and all that anger that I was feeling before, I direct it towards this cultist up on the ridgeline, and he just goes fly.
Bjorn, you manage to extract your axe from the chest of this other one. You can see the face of this leader just pale, looking at you in horror, and the situation unfolding. And you can hear this crashing, tumbling sound as I see this magical energy, which you've witnessed recently, carried up the ridgeline, not far from where you are, just tumbling backwards. What you going to do, Phaedra?
Because there's 2 over here with us 2.
There's 2 which are about 15, 30 feet away, and they've looked and just seen what's just happened and are like pacing backwards.
Like they're going to run away?
They don't look like they're about to engage.
Okay. I look up into Tholandi's eyes as he's turned around with this rage and anger and hatred and this force within him that I haven't seen, as he's almost just completely crushed my windpipe. And I just look up to him as he says run, and I just look into his eyes and say, No, I'm not running. And I'm going to cast Slumber on Tholandi. Someone needs to put you down. Come on. With hope. 19 with hope.
How does it feel? What does it look like, and how does it feel?
Again, that mist is swirling around.
Cold, misty hands start to grasp.
And the mist hands are starting to grasp at him. And your field of vision starts to blur as we lock eyes. And then you're out.
So as that happens, you can see, like, I'm slowly going. I don't just pass out. I'm slowly going to the ground. I'm slowly succumbing. And as you see, as my hand touches the ground, the earth almost reaches up to grab it. And you can see, like, almost like tendrils reaching up and, like, almost absorbing my hand into the earth. And same with my left hand, and then my knee. And as I'm slowly starting to pass out, you can see the fire that's in my eyes slowly start to dim. And as it's dimming, you can almost see like waves of heat radiating off my back and off the top of my head as I finally, slowly come down to the ground.
And as he drops to the ground, turn to the 2 remaining cultists and say, run.
As you turn to them and say, run, they were already backpedaling. They could look at each other through their masks of skulls and animal skulls and horns. They're the whites of their eyes from the fear of everything that's happened. They look to each other, and you see them pull the masks off and cast them to the ground. One is a human male, probably about 19. The other is female human, around a similar age. And then they run down over the valley and away from this horror.
That was cool.
Sorry, not sorry.
Can Harry and I do a tag team?
I'm going to rip another sticky arrow from my quiver. It makes this horrible, the same noise as before. I arch it up and I look to Kaya and...
Knowing the poison that he's used before, I know that it's flammable. So I'm going to mark 2 stress to swap out my Book of Ava for my Book of Typhor. And I'm going to cast Wild Flame into my hand and set his arrows on fire.
And then once the arrows ablaze, I'm going to line up my shot, take a half a sec, let fly at the leader that's with Bjorn. I got You win.
What did you get?
I got an 18 with hope.
Oh, okay. Critical.
It's gonna be messy.
Okay. Yeah, you beautifully architect this attack. The arrow flies through the flame and picks up the fire as it flies.
And then as this incendiary bolt whizzes across, I'm going to use my not good enough to reroll that because that's rubbish and roll a healthy max damage of it's 19.
Plus the damage from the flame.
Which is, because it was a critical, so 12 plus 4 is 16.
How would you like it to happen as you see this flaming bolt comes over your shop and just...
Well, as the bolt hits, same as last time when the poison hit the monster, it doesn't actually enter into the person, as it rather sticks to the target. But this time, it's just this belch of like napalm just sticks to it, and clothes just ignite in seconds, and he's not worrying about the arrow sticking out of his chest, but rather that he's just 3rd-degree burns over his whole body. And Bjorn's face is lit up, and this ash just sticks to his beard. As this cultist just... It hurts, it burns, and then hits the ground.
I turn to Kremlev and go,
I raise one hand for a high five.
nice. High five.
I'm going to spend Sophia.
No, you don't have any. You don't have any. Don't wake him up. Please don't bring back the worm now. I've
Please
put him
don't
to
bring back
sleep.
the worm.
That was a good narrative end for the worm.
Yeah, that's episode end, right? Session end, right?
The immolation of this cultist, and as his flesh explodes in fire. The other remaining cultists are wheeling backwards and moving away and looking to run from this horrific scene. Bjorn, you get a moment to see that this cultist is now absolutely ablaze. The screams get muffled by him just inhaling the fire, burning out his lungs as the fire follows the oxygen into his lungs.
Bjorn.
You get a moment to look away, look to where that arrow came from, and as you turn your head to look, you can see that the other cultists that were on the ridgeline are starting to back off as well. And then you feel that horrible, dreaded feeling as the earth shudders and shakes and lurches once again, and then there's a rupture just behind you. The creature starts to burst forth from the ground, and that's where we're going to call this episode.
Oh, no. Oh my god.
That was fucking intense.
I'm sweating so
Hang on.
much. We need to kill the worm.
You're gonna
And
wish I
Thimble
was
is
awake
dead. Thimble is dead. And you buried him.
That was episode 19. My name is Richard. You have been listening to Who's on First Watch. It is important to note that the game uses the Daggerheart tabletop role-playing system, published by Darrington Press and Critical Role LLC. We play under the Darrington Press Community Gaming License. This is an unofficial fan production, not affiliated or endorsed by Darrington Press or Critical Role.